troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Well, that's worrying. I don't want my pawn getting ill, or anyone. But I should rest. It's just a shame it's so expensive. Like, wow. What happened just to the 500 gold, you know? Or 1,000. Okay.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Indeed.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you've slept well.
The slums are great.
The poor, pray grant those less fortunate some salve. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor?
Yeah. No.
Few can afford perpetual generosity. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I
What food
trouble
can I
you
give?
for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir.
Cool.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Alright. What's he?
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for
Oh,
alms
so I can just
for
keep
the poor?
donating.
Many thanks.
Yeah.
Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter.
Ah, yes.
You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing.
Oh no.
Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This
Okay.
building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
What we need
Huh?
now is information. The question is, where to find it?
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
That's so.
What? Oh,
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Too late. Vaults, you say? Oh, here's one.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
Okay.
vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
Okay.
I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have passed through here?
Probably.
There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
I just needed to move a few things.
Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Rats.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Oh god. I don't want to. What's up there? Oh. Yeah.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
Sure.
We ought to follow close behind.
I quite agree.
There's a cool cape.
How are we to get through this door?
What's going on? Oh.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Get them all?
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen?
Okay.
We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It's quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
You have my support.
Right, is there any
We want for information. Mayhap we ought to speak with this Sir Roderick. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Let's have a look over here. More gold. Nice. Right. So we need to find an, by the sounds of it, an individual for this area.
Over here, if you please.
What's up? Oh, is this quest done or... Yeah.
Over here, if you would.
What's the matter?
What to do? What? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were.
I'll try.
Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already?
I think I picked some up. Yeah.
Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor?
No. Ask away.
See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can purchase it or mine it up ourselves.
I think I might have one.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly.
I can do that, yeah.
Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox-cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart.
Alright, no worries.
Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Okay, what do you sell? Ah, yeah, I already bought a sword off you.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Right, we're going out on an adventure now. Killing some goblins sounds great.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look.
Oh, come on. What is that? Should we engage? Someone's getting a beating.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Well done. You have my protection.
Oh, where am I going?
Take that!
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! I want you guys there. Use it now.
Oh, jump, jump.
It seems we have a range in our foe.
Good hit, though.
Use the range to our advantage. Understood. It is a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do. At last, it all becomes clear.
Oh. Ow. Got a shot in the back then. Oh, hello. No, I want to jump up him.
First and foremost, onto horizontal balance. A much easier target when lying prone. This
Right, I'm stabbing it in the head. Is that doing anything?
Look at it. The beast can scarce stand. Well placed. Strike what to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Okay. Kind of hurt it. Wasn't the best. Oh, am I gonna push it into the?
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rescue wait till after we've examined our surroundings.
Oh, knocked off his horn. Oh, I think I killed it. Nice. Is everyone okay? The heck is that noise?
I will protect you.
That meant to be a defense.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
What are you? Oh, hello.
I grant you glory and reign.
Yep, he's dead. Oh, hello. Put that down. Oh. Wolves over there. Where did my friend go? Ah, there he is. You found a golem's lair? I'd hope not. Assuming we're going in here then.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages
Yeah.
may await us.
Goblins approach!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Nice one, nice one. Moving through them. Watch that. That probably explodes. Oh, probably should loot these guys. Yeah, I've got to get Delphine's stuff.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Indeed. God, it's very close and... Okay, there's one there.
Let us see what you're made of.
Goblin horns. Oop, can use them for something eventually. The hell was that? More goblins. Oh, got the two-hander. Nice.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Yeah, we did find some treasure though. Jagged bone. Can't pick up any of this. Oh. Let me in.
Forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Well, I just tried to open that door and nothing happened.
I grant you fire's blaze. Well, you have my protection.
Range of thighs. So you can hit ores multiple times. I didn't know that. And I'm pretty sure I've mined a few. 5 explosive arrows. Suppose we can head down and get some more materials. I don't know what I'm going to use materials for and stuff. I'm sure they come in handy at some point. So we're clearly looking for like a chest of some sort. That's what I'm guessing anyway.
It is overly narrow here and ill-suited to combat.
Let us proceed with caution.
We'd best report back.
Got it. Nice.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
Some silver ore. Oh dear.
Goblins, master.
The curator ought to do the same.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hello. I think
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
we're going deeper into the mine. And I don't know what we're going to encounter, though. Hopefully we don't encounter, like, another troll or anything, or... I can't move them. Oh, crap. Oh! Now it decides to roll away. Get up, friend.
Give me Arisen. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
my lamp okay?
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
What
skin of
fails
your
to
teeth.
destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
That's a nice boulder. Lovely.
Ah, good. I just about breathed my fill of stagnant air.
Such dark
Yeah.
depths take their toll on the spirit.
True enough.
Oh. Jeez. Stop trying to blow yourself up, laddie. We'll sort out the vocation thing, and then we'll go and give the silver ore.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
That's a poor crystal. Okay.
We ought to put it to good use.
Oh, so we activate him. I'm coming, I'm coming. Hey,
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons?
I got him.
Ah, I see you have a great sword with you. A fine weapon.
It is a fine
You
weapon.
may now change your vocation to warrior, if you wish.
Thanks.
If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need to acquire an archer staff. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a great sword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
A moment long awaited. I knew it
Nice.
was only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height. There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you fared any better?
Much better, in fact. I got 6.
Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much.
You are welcome.
Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
In the
Miss Daphne
future.
seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
I quite agree.
Okay.
I want to go home. Go on, take it.
Thanks. Another
Oh,
specialized.
it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet ever since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
What's occurring here, eh?
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you?
Nope.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients.
Okay.
Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of.
Go on. I can bring what you
You
need.
would procure it yourself. I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite?
Miasmite.
The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tell is, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world a night.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line, and quality's what you need if you want to survive.
Iron helmet gets us a little further along the road. Looks nice too. I can't recall where we found the previous phantoms. I reckon they went far away. There they are.
I grant you roaring flame.
I will protect you.
Nice. Oh, you got it. Brilliantly done.
Maybe I'll keep it right here.
Hello.
Yeah? What is it?
Nothing.
Yes, sir.
I have the miasma, or whatever.
Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude.
You are absolutely welcome.
Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that.
Ah.
Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises.
Sure.
Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me?
Yeah.
As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived.
I do.
An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
Okay.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Greetings.
Wish I had someone to talk to.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him. but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price.
Nah.
But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there. Help me. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Gah... Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
Perfect spot for a kip.
I find such solace. Is there aught I can assist you with?
No.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
What's going on here then?
My days are spent in solemn reflection. Mine is a life devoted.
The dragon, but these...
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us.
Okay. I'm very suspicious of him now all of a sudden. After he said that. Oh, what the hell?
Medicine? Medicine! 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 Now! Now! Now!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
What is going on here? Okay.
What should I do?
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve.
Okay.
That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care.
Yeah, I've seen.
None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And
Yeah.
yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
Speak to Lottie.
I don't know what to do.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further?
Of course.
I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out?
Sure.
See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
Aught about this reeks of a plot. Let us gather evidence that we might expose it.
I quite agree.
Apparently there's evidence down here. Records of treatment.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
I quite agree.
What's the matter?
What to do? Hoy, arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river?
Huh? No.
Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water.
Yeah, I suppose.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to
True
be
enough.
expensive.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick.
Okay.
Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Elena. Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up, and he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
That was useful. Right, hopefully we can figure out what's going on. We can overhear him or something.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
I be seeing you.
Lord Phasus. 'Tis a name of great import, of that I am certain.
That's odd.
Oh, he's he's just fooling me.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything?
I got the records for you.
These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
I've done that.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything?
The medicine.
What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Radcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
That's probably a good...
Right you are.
Yeah. I guess we're spending a night
Who are
up
you
there.
there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening.
Okay.
Your
Hello.
Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you.
Okay. Tell me about monster calling. Hell yeah.
The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Hell yeah.
I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, There is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen.
Okay, tell me about the Queen Regent. Why she hates me.
You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deeza's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options.
Nice.
I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action.
Of course.
What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you?
Yeah, I can give it a go.
I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Okay.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen.
Tell me of the magistrate?
Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace.
Oh.
Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release?
I can try, yeah.
I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Of course. Right, interesting. Got quite a few tasks.